Hello children, good morning. Welcome back to the class of English. Let's continue with our topic pronouns. In the last class we had discussed what are pronouns and we had also talked about the different types of pronouns. Let us revise once. What are pronouns? Words that we use in place of nouns are called pronouns. Types of pronouns. What are the different types of pronouns? Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, emphatic pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, relative pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. Let us continue with the other type of pronouns, that is reflexive pronouns. What are reflexive pronouns? These are special pronouns. They are usually used when the object is same as the subject. Subject is the one who does something. That means the doer. Object is the one whom we are talking about. तो जब सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट एक ही हो तब जो प्रोनाउन यूज़ होता है उसको रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन कहते हैं. एग्जाम्पल्स आर माई सेल्फ, योर सेल्फ्स, हर सेल्फ्स, आवर सेल्फ्स, योर सेल्फ्स, हिम सेल्फ, माई सेल्फ, itself, and themselves. Reflexive pronouns are used after verbs along with prepositions to make it clear which person or thing we are talking about. That means reflexive pronouns कब यूज़ होते हैं? Verbs के बाद. And they are used with prepositions. Now what are verbs? Verbs are doing words. They are action words. Sometimes verbs can be modal auxiliary also. Prepositions. What are prepositions? Words like but, in. These are prepositions. So reflexive pronouns are used after verbs along with prepositions to make it clear which person or thing we are talking about. किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं वो पता चले इसके लिए वो verb और prepositions के साथ यूज होते हैं. Now reflection. Where do we see the reflection? We see it in the mirror. So a mirror shows a reflection. So the word reflection shows reflexive. So you can connect it with it in order to remember. So reflexive pronouns, they show back the pronoun. How they show back to the pronoun? Let's see the example. When we talk about her, we use the word herself. When we are talking about him, then we use himself. My, myself. Your, yourself. Our, ourselves. So this is the way it shows the reflexive pronouns. Now here you can see the chart that shows where reflexive pronouns are used. For the subject I, we use a reflexive pronoun myself. You, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. You, yourselves. They, themselves. Now this you can only understand when you form sentences. Let's say for example, you have to do your work yourself. So here we have used you and yourself. So we are talking about the subject and object. Here the subject is you, and when we are referring to the object we use the reflexive pronoun yourself. मतलब आपको आपका काम खुद करना है. So here the subject and object are same. We did the homework ourselves. So here also see the sentence and see how reflexive pronoun is used. Okay, let's take one example. Salma hurt herself when she fell off the swing. Now you can see here the subject is Salma because we are talking about Salma. Now when we talk about the object, whom are we talking about? We are talking about Salma only. So we use the reflexive pronoun herself. The cat made itself comfortable on the mat. Now here the cat is the subject and what is the object? Itself, because she did the work, means she made her comfortable itself. तो cat ने अपने आप को. So here we are referring to the object, the cat only. We are talking about the cat only. Okay, let's move on to the other type of pronoun, that is the interrogative pronoun. Now in your lower classes you have learned about interrogative sentences. What are interrogative sentences? The sentence that shows the question form. So when do we tell question form? When we ask questions like what, when, who, where. So in such a way, these pronouns which use the words WH, whose, which, who, whom, what. So those are interrogative pronouns. So we say that interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. When WH words are used to begin questions, they function as pronouns. So we have to use that WH form in the beginning of the sentence. So only we can say that they are used as pronouns because they are used in place of the noun that the question is about. Such pronouns are called interrogative pronouns. Let us see the chart. When we talk about the subject and object, then if we are talking about the person, see, we are talking that pronouns are used in place of nouns. So what does noun includes? Person, thing. So whenever we use it in the form of subject and object, then when we are talking about the person, if it is the person, we use WHO, who, and if it is the object, we use whom. If it is a thing, then we use pronoun what. If it's a person or thing, then we ask which. And for person, we use the interrogative pronoun whose. For example, whose book is this? Okay, let's move to the other part of the pronoun, that is indefinite pronoun. Now this is quite different type of pronoun and you need to concentrate more because this is not like other pronouns. It has certain rules. So please pay attention. Words like some, anyone, someone, somebody, something, everyone, few, none, each and every are also used in place of nouns. कभी कभी ये words भी noun की जगह पे use होते हैं. तो ये nouns जो होते हैं उनकी जगह पे जो words use होते हैं उनको indefinite pronouns कहते हैं. So they are known as indefinite pronouns. These pronouns do not tell you which noun they replace. हमको ये नहीं पता है कि कौन से नाउन को रिप्लेस किया है, इसीलिए उनको इनडिफाइनाइट नाम दिया है. इनडिफाइनाइट मीन्स यू कैन नॉट decide or you cannot say exactly which noun you have replaced, and so they are termed as indefinite pronouns. Let us see some examples. There isn't anything worth watching on television. तो टीवी में देखने जैसा कुछ आ नहीं रहा है. सो हियर यू आर यूजिंग द noun anything. Now anything means anything. Here you're not certain, you're not talking about a particular noun, you're not talking about a particular object or place or thing or person. Okay, let's see another example. There is someone at the door, may I call you later? Here the pronoun is someone. Look, there is something in that corner. Is that your lost earring? Is it your lost earring? So here something is the pronoun. No one knows where Jacob has gone. So here no one. Now here you are not sure about who is the no one. It can be anyone. So it's a funny pronoun where you get so many imaginative words where you have to imagine which noun it may be. It may be any. It's not sure. Okay, we usually use words like some, somebody, someone, and something in affirmative sentences. Affirmative means positive sentences. Requests and offer, when we are requesting someone, or when we make any offer, then in such sentences we use words like someone, somebody, some. Now we use anyone, anything, and anybody in negative sentences and questions. Now when it is the case of sentences like negative sentences and question forms, there we use words like anyone, anything, anybody in negative sentences. Okay, let's take an example. May I help you with something? Now this is asking. See the answer. There isn't anything anyone can do about it. So here you can see that the pronouns used are something and anyone. Okay, there is one more rule about this pronoun, that we use words ending with buddy or one for people. जब हम people की बात कर रहे हैं, लोगों की बात करते हैं, तो हम कैसे वर्ड्स यूज़ करते हैं? वो वर्ड्स यूज़ करते हैं विच एंड्स विथ BODY, बडी, लाइक एनीबडी, नोबडी, समबडी, and one, ONE, like someone, anyone, like that. Let us see the example. Someone will be here soon. Everybody was looking at the goalkeeper. No one wanted the blue bag. I don't know anyone with the blood group O. Now you have to take care that words ending with BODY, body, are used a little more informally than those ending with one. Informally means not very formal. When we are talking, spoken language is always informal. You might have experienced the difference between the talk you do with formal people, that is on the telephone, or the one which you chat. Your chatting language is quite informal, and we have also learned about the formal letters and informal letters, and you have come across those words which deal with formal letters and informal letters. Okay, we use words ending with thing for things. When we are referring to certain things, then we use words which end with things. Something, nothing, everything, okay, or anything. Let's take one example. Here is a conversation between Kusum She has gone for shopping for Diwali. You also might be busy nowadays doing the shopping of Diwali. So see here, Kusum is also doing, and she's having a conversation, and she's using the reflexive pronouns. Now you, when you go to the market, you also do the same. So let's read the conversation, or let's go to through the conversation. Kusum says, I want something that looks elegant on me. Elegant means one which looks decent or nice on me. The salesgirl says, everything in our store is stylish and elegant, ma'am. Kusum says, nothing on the display seems suitable for me. कुसुम कहती है डिस्प्ले में तो मुझे कुछ मेरे लायक दिखता नहीं है. आई डोंट फील समथिंग इज गुड फॉर मी और सूट्स मी. देन द सेल्स गर्ल सेज, इज देयर एनीथिंग पर्टिकुलर दैट यू वुड लाइक टू सी मैम. हम जब दुकान में जाते हैं तो हमारी चॉइस होती है ना, एवरी वंस चॉइस इज़ डिफरेंट. सो द वन विच वी सी वी मे नॉट लाइक, सो दैट person will ask, do you have a particular choice? You want something, you want western outfits, you want sari, you want dress, which material do you want? So they talk in that way and they ask for our choice. So here you can see in this conversation some pronouns are used and they are underlined. You can see something, everything, nothing, anything. So here we end with this conversation and hope you have understood it well. Here you can see the chart of something. You can see with the words with some, any, no and every, with people, things and places. How do we use words like somebody, someone, something, somewhere? With any we use anyone, anybody, anything, anywhere. No one, nobody, nothing, nowhere. And with every, when we talk about people, we say everyone and everybody. With things we say everything, and with places we say everywhere. So here is how we use the different types of pronouns. I hope you have understood this all types of pronouns. Still it is to be continued. Still there are 2 more types of pronouns that are to be learned. So go through the video well, try to understand the types of pronouns well, and try to make sentences on your own using the different types of pronouns. Thank you. Have a nice day.